And I want us to understand, wherever you are, whatever your field may be, believe that God knows everything to help you. So knowledge is the first ingredient. Believe is the second. This man who's paralyzed believed that Christ could heal him because the Lord is El Shaddai, the God who's more than enough. Third step is that he assented, or he took action. And so I want you to look at this now. Verse 2 reads, so many gathered that there was no room left, not even outside the door. And he, meaning Jesus, preached the word to them. Some men came bringing to him a paralytic carried by 4 of them. We understand it was not just 4 men there, it was more than 4, but 4 were carrying him. 1 each to the end of the pallet was carrying this paralyzed man to Jesus. And so when they got there, verse 4, since they could not get him to Jesus because of the crowd, they made an opening in the roof above Jesus, and after digging through it, lowered the mat the paralyzed man was lying on. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, son, your sins are forgiven. I want you to see, every time you're about to move in that level of faith, of taking action now, assenting, or to act upon, there are always things that's going to be roadblocks. First roadblock is that this paralyzed man had to get at least 4 people that can agree with him. So he got some people, because his situation is tough. He couldn't go by himself. He's impotent in his legs. And so he found 4 men that would agree with him in faith that indeed that God could do it, and that they believe that God can do it for him today. And sometimes when you go through difficulty, don't be shy about gathering people around you who can share your faith burden or share your concern. Share it by having compassion. And sometimes when you go through difficulty, you need people around you that's crazy. I'm talking about they have crazy faith. You know, how many people know what I'm talking about? You have people around you that say, man, your situation is not too much. Because some people get around you, they say, well, that's just too much. I don't think that God can do it. Well, get rid of them. Next, I need some people that have some crazy faith. You need people they just believe God. They're just wild. You can't have people that are just tame and all coiffured and so conservative that they're just so, well, I don't know if God can do that. Well, you need to get with some people that say, look, he can do it. He can do it. I know he can do it. He did it for so-and-so. He did it for my cousin down there in Louisiana. I remember this. I remember that. You need people that have that kind of testimony and that kind of perspective, because if you don't get those types of people when you're going through difficulty, you'll never accomplish the faith goal, because God is in the business of responding to men and women like you and like me, simple people that are willing to engage him in faith. So this man found 4 people at least who said, look, we'll take you to Jesus. Can you imagine each one having an end of the pallet? They're walking through the city. People are saying, where are you going? Oh, we heard that Jesus is at someone's home, so-and-so's home. Yeah, here in Capernaum, we're going there. For what? Well, he's going to get healed today. You take him back home. Stop getting discouraging the man. And he's probably laying on the pallet saying, look, leave me alone. And they had to walk by those naysayers, get to Jesus. Here's another obstacle. As soon as they get there, there's a crowd. People are filling the house. The house is full of people. The people are spilling out all over the house, all around the house. And so the crowd is there. So many times you'll find that there are people who love to be around Jesus but never engage him in faith.